At the Department of Education, Rick Daysog reports on the equipment and school bell upgrades that are behind schedule.
Before we put in our campus-wide Wi-Fi, we basically were using consumer-grade
things hanging on zip ties, switches, cables, as we call it, spaghetti, right? The things unlabeled, unorganized.
Nearly a decade ago, the State Department of Education began implementing its Converge Infrastructure Initiative in the state's 255 public schools, spending at least $168 million to date. The program was designed so that the schools could upgrade their networks on an array that also housed new state-of-the-art bell and public address systems and fire alarms. A DOE spokeswoman said the groundwork for the program was completed in all schools in 2016. But internal documents obtained by Hawaii News Now show that the new high-tech school bell, fire alarm, and public address systems haven't been installed in about half the schools. According to the documents, which were produced in 2019, half the schools still rely on old analog equipment.
My children are in one of those schools, or if I worked in one of those schools, I want to know when is our upgrade coming?
In a statement, the DOE told us, quote, 100% of Hawaii's public schools are on infrastructure with enough bandwidth to make technology a part of learning in every classroom. But the department says it still needs more money to install the upgraded bell and PA systems at the remaining schools. A DOE source told us that the department will have to convince a skeptical legislature which threatened to conduct an audit of the program in 2019. That's because the DOE incorrectly used tens of millions of dollars in school construction money to finance the Converge initiative. School construction is funded by tax-free bonds sold to investors, but bond money cannot be used for IT projects. Along with state money, federal money was also used, but it's unclear how much the IT upgrades have cost so far because the publicly available contract file is incomplete. We checked for the DOE's contracts with its main vendor on the State Procurement Office's website, and we only found 4 contracts worth less than $4 million.
This is an enormous contract, so I would expect maximum transparency for something like that.
We asked the DOE for copies of the Converge infrastructure contracts last month, but we haven't been provided with them yet. Rick Daysog, Hawaii News Now.